Hello, Dr. Kristen Roberts here, and I want to go over a variation for Scissors Level 1. In the last video, and if you haven't watched that, I'd suggest that you go back and watch that one first. I talked about an exercise, an open chain exercise called Scissors Level 1, which involves lifting one foot off of the floor and bringing it to a tabletop, a single tabletop position. Well, it is a crucial exercise and it's a wonderful foundational exercise. Very often we'll do it, and a lot of the compensations that I talk about, like tipping the hips sideways or forwards or losing neutral spine, people will say, well, I'm feeling those things, but how do I fix it? It's really hard to fix that. So using the band, the trusty resistance band, or anything like that, so even a scarf or a towel, I've found that to work as well. I do like the stretchiness of the band, but if you don't have one, a towel will do the trick as well. So what I'm going to use the band for is place it around my stabilizing knee. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll notice that this is a theme. I do use this variation a whole lot to help train stability. So I'm going to place the band around my knee, and that's going to give me some extra sense of support, more than just what my muscles are doing. So it's going to give me that sense of support, and I'm giving a good pull to the band so that if I let it, would actually pull my knee in towards my chest. And now I'm going to use that support to now float my other leg up and down, and just work here and see if that can help me accomplish a movement that is smoother, not cogwheel, and much quieter. So we want a quiet, smooth movement in that only my hip is actually doing the movement and not my low back and not my pelvis. And I know I made those exaggerations, but it can be a lot more subtle. So I'll show you a incorrect movement would be this movement where my hip tips a little bit to the side, or like so. It's just a small movement, and you'll usually see it right when the foot leaves the floor. You'll see that hip tip or this hip go forwards. So using the band can be a great variation to give a little bit of extra support and allow you to then progress by slowly decreasing the tension on the band. So I would go from a lot of tension as I do the movement, maybe 4, 5, 6 reps, and then slowly start to decrease the tension on the band and see if I can accomplish the same quiet, smooth movement with a little bit less help from the band. And take your time to progress that as you can. No rush.